Good afternoon, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. So glad to have the opportunity to be sharing with you. We're here at the office in Charlotte, and I want to give you a visual as to why you need to go ahead and register for the Destination webinar. This webinar is going to be game-changing. And let me tell you why. It's going to be game-changing because I'm going to be sharing insight and strategies, 3 key insights and 3 key strategies that's going to help you, that's going to propel you, that's going to literally shrink the gap between where you are and where you need to be. And here's a brief visual. This represents where you are. Yes, this is you, little stick person. And this is where you are. This is your point A. On the other side, this stick person is where you want to be. So this is where you are, but then this is your destination. This is your goal. But we all know there are what? There are obstacles, there are hindrances. There's a gap between where you are and where you need to be. And here is what we're going to be sharing in this webinar. We're going to be sharing with you how to shrink this gap, how to close in this space, how to shrink the gap between your potential and your performance. And every single successful person in the world, in every sector of society, they've learned how to shrink this gap. And there are people out there just like you who are working hard to reach goals. You're planning, you're dreaming, you have aspirations, and yet sometimes you hit that rut, you hit that gray area, you hit that dead space where nothing is happening, where seemingly you're not making progress. And I'm telling you, you want to be on the Destination webinar. And let me let you know why we charge a fee for the webinar. Number one, when you don't make an investment in something, the psychological trigger that provokes action isn't triggered. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a psychological reality. Whenever you make investment in something, you treat it differently. You handle it differently. You engage it differently. When you don't make investment, that psychological trigger stays dormant and it affects your long-term productivity. So that's the reason why primarily we charge for our webinars. We don't offer free webinars for the purpose of trying to sell you something else. Now, there are people who do have that business model. They give free information and then you sign up for the webinar or whatever, and then they're offering you another paid product. No, 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 no. Your webinar is your product. Our webinar that we're offering you, it is what we're offering. We're not trying to tease you with some preliminary information in order to sell you a bigger package. That may be their business model. It's not ours. Our model is plain. We offer a low price for you to get key game-changing insight. And if you don't do business with us, that insight by itself will transform your professional aspirations, your business, and your life. But if you do choose to do business with us, that's something entirely different. In this webinar, we're going to help you shrink the gap between potential and performance. And your point A and your point B is going to be different. I think I need to put a smile on point B.